Hey, Ms. Banks, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. I'm Anthony. I'm going to be your occupational therapist.
Okay.
And today we're going to be doing some manual muscle testing,
Mm-hmm.
testing your range of motion. Then we're going to introduce you to an exercise program, as well as a few occupational-based activities.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. To start off, can we test your range of motion? I'm going to need you to lift your arm as high as possible without any pain.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Keep going. Could you go a little more, or is that as far as you can go? Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Now we're going to do manual muscle testing. I'm going to add a little resistance to your arm. You try not to let me break it. All right. Ready? Just going to lift your arm forward. And, okay, good. Okay, and can you bring your arm out to the side as far as you can? Perfect. Thank you. You try not to let me add too much resistance and break that posture. Okay. Ready? Good. And now we're going to be testing your external rotation. If you could just put your arm in this position and you're going to bring it out as far as you can. Ready? And go. We're going to be doing another manual muscle test with the external rotation. So if you get your arm back in that position for me, I'm going to be adding resistance and you try to push. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to be doing manual muscle testing with internal rotation. So I'm going to be adding resistance right here, and you try not to let me. Ready? 1, 2. Good. Okay, and this time we're going to be doing a range of motion with internal rotation. So if you could bring your arm towards yourself like that for me. And as far as you can go, go. Thank you. And ready? You can go. Okay, great. You look at like you're at 140. Okay, and today we're going to be doing a little more manual muscle testing. You are going to flex at resistance, and you just kind of keep flexing. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. Good. Your external rotation, you measured 30 degrees. Typically, external rotation is 0 to 90 degrees. And for internal rotation, you measured 60 degrees, which is great because it's typically 0 to 70 degrees, so you're within functional limits. I do have a little exercise that we can use to get you that last 10 degrees and also improve your external range of motion. Now for both of those, you scored fair and a fair minus. Your external rotation is a fair minus, and that just means we have a little work to do to strengthen that. You scored a 3+ on your internal rotation, and with, like I said, with the 60 degrees, you're with functional limits. That should not affect you too much. When it comes to your elbow flexion, you're within functional limits. I measured 140 degrees. Typically, it's between 0 to 150 degrees. So again, that shouldn't impede your daily functions too much when it comes to activities that cause you to have to flex your elbow. And you score a 4+ on the manual muscle testing. That's just very good. It's a scale of 1 to 5, so you're great there. But I do have a few exercises to get you that last 10 degrees range of motion, also increase your strength. So for your flexion and shoulder flexion and abduction, your shoulder flexion I measured 125 degrees range of motion, and abduction I measured 110 degrees. These are both typically 0 to 180 degrees. And so I have a few exercises that we can work on to increase your range of motion. And also for both of these, you scored a fair plus on your manual muscle testing. So I have a few exercises we can do to strengthen this. External So for your internal and external rotation. Okay, so today this is your exercise program we'll be going over. I'll demonstrate the exercise and lead you through the process. So to start out, we're going to be doing some things to increase your shoulder flexion. And you're going to hold it with your non-affected arm right here at the bottom. And you just bring it up. Yes. Can you straighten your arm a little more? Perfect. And you're going to be doing 3 sets and 10 reps per set. And one more time. Good. All right, and our next exercise. Again, you're going to hold it with your non-affected arm, and we are going to bring this out to our side like this. Yes. Good. And again, you'll be doing 3 sets of 10 for this. For the next exercise, we are going to be doing working on external rotation. Again, you're going to hold it with the non-affected arm, make a fist with the other one, and you're just going to bring it out to your side like this. Good. You can cut. And for internal rotation, we are going to be going like this, and you bring the dumbbell into yourself. Again, 3 sets of 10, and you don't have to do them all back to back. You can spread this out throughout the day. And can you try for me? Great, and we're starting with light weights, and as you build up your strength, we can progress. Okay, merci. And now we're going to be doing it the opposite way for external rotation. Again, start here, bring it out, bring it out. And remember, never do these in pain. Some soreness is expected. Good. Again. But pain is an indicator there is something wrong. You can cut. Okay, and for this next one is an isometric exercise. Your elbow strength and flexion is very great. So you don't have to do as much for this one. Or we can do 2 sets of 10, or you can even just do 1 set of 15, split however you want into the day. And what you're gonna do is, the table's already adding the force, you're just gonna try to lift up. Yes, 1 second. And are you pushing up? Perfect. You cut. Okay, Ms. Banks, so these are the 3 activities I was talking about that are more occupation-based. And what I mean is, you told me that you like to paint. So I wanted to incorporate that into our exercise program. So for this one, we're going to be working on your external and internal rotation. Now, typically, your external rotation should be about 0 to, pause, please. Okay, Ms. Banks. So these are the occupational-based activities that I was mentioning to you earlier. It's my understanding that you said you like to paint, so I decided to try to incorporate that into your exercise program. We're going to be working on internal, external rotation with this first activity. Your external rotation, when I measured earlier, was at 30 degrees, and your internal rotation is at 60 degrees. Typically, external rotation is 0 to 90 degrees. So yours needs a little improvement, and I think this can help with range of motion. Unfortunately, your internal rotation is functional and within functional limits and great. It's typically 0 to 70, and you measured at a 60. But your external rotation, your strengthening could use improvements. So I'm going to show you how we're going to grade this activity up or down if needed. You're going to start just keeping it like you were earlier. You can raise or lower the seat if needed, and you are going to just make strokes this way and this way. Could you try? Good. And here we have our state-of-the-art weight wrist, and you can attach those if you need to. And when you finally get those muscles a little more strong, we're going to be doing this just to add a little resistance, or you can also use a weighted paintbrush. Just take some tape and just wrap it around, or anything else. You can pause.
That was a good read.
Okay, Miss Banks, so now here's another exercise with painting, and we're going to be working on more abduction this time. When I measured you earlier, your range of motion for abduction was at 110 degrees, and typically you should be at a 180, and so this is just to improve your range of motion. Whenever you're doing a base coat, you can implement this, and you're going to go as far up with the coat as possible. That way, you know, no detail, just basic paint you're doing. Can you try?
Oh, sorry.
Good, good. Perfect, thank you. Okay, and for this last activity we have, it's just a way for you to work on your flexion while displaying your artwork. So if you could grab a piece, and I'm gonna want you to match me. You're gonna bring it up as high as you can and place your piece. Can you do that?